Hello, hi, how you doing? Today I'm doing another general reading, and I'm going to do a love reading. Like usual, I just shuffled. I got the lovers, so there you go. We're doing what's next in love. This is for singles. This is for relationships. This is for just any kind of information about love. I don't sugarcoat my messages. I'm pretty much going to tell you what I see. So you know, watch at your own risk. And if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. You move on. So either way, because love is a touchy subject. So either way, our piles. We got four. So we got ourselves and I have the lovers for each. So we got Brit's Third Eye Tarot for the first pile. Here's the lovers. The thing with the lovers card, it always has like the best card in each deck, bar none, because people love love and they go all out for those cards. Persona 4 for Persona 4 tarot deck for the second pile. Here's the lovers. This one's interesting. This is the in-between tarot, and this is the lovers card. And the in-between tarot is each card is supposed to be representing in between each card. So this is between the lovers and the chariot. So it's a little bit more intimidating. These lovers are gonna go on the chariot. That's pile 3, and then pile 4 is the lovers for the fairy tarot deck. So a lot of imagery with fairies and stuff like this one, and each one has a quote. So not a quote, but you know, a little snippet about each card. So take a breath, figure out what's next in love, and I'll see you in the next pile. Pile 1, what's Brit's Third Eye Tarot? Let's see. What's next in love? Let's see. Piles 1 was next in love. What's next in love for all of pile 1? Oh, whatever pile 1's relationship, situation, what's next? What's next in the love department? For pile 1. One more shuffle. Let's see. Okay. This is their story. What's next in love? 2 cards. Ace of Swords, so that's communication. 8 of Wands, fast communication. Ace of Swords is always about like an idea or communication, a thought, a message. And the 8 of Wands is always like fast moving. It's a mini chariot to some degree. In a love reading, it could be the message be like specifically, because these are so, I think it's like sometimes associated with Cupid's arrows, 8 of Wands. So here you are chilling. Wow, such good news. Okay, so what's next in love for pile 1? Interesting, and this is a pretty lighthearted one. Very lighthearted, actually. So what's next in pile 1 is somebody's going to reach out to you. That's the message I get. The Knight of Cups is this energy of somebody who has their heart on their sleeve. They have their eye on you. They're kind of like, oh my God, this person is gorgeous, or this person I have a crush on, or I have to message them. The Ace of Swords and the 8 of Wands is sort of like, I'm going to make that decision to message them. And I feel like you, whoever you are, is this 9 of Pentacles. Here you are, just straight up chilling. Maybe they're not even on your radar. Well, okay, energies could be reversed. So you could either be this person or you could be this person. You could have the energy of wanting to reach out to this person who's straight up chilling, or you could be straight up chilling and then you have a secret admirer, because it's like she's not aware of this Knight of Cups energy. And I'm saying she because she looks like a she on the card. But, you know, I don't want to generalize. Any gender. I mean, if you're going to go by that, this is a same-sex relationship. But either way, you don't have to be same-sex. But what I'm saying here is that the Knight of Cups is kind of like with this 8 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Ace of Swords, 8 of Wands. It's very much this energy of like, you know what, today's the day, or whatever the time is, that they're going to reach out, contact you, and tell you that they like you. Knight of Cups will tell you is generally like they like you or something, like they have a crush. So what's under the Two of Wands? Six of Cups. It could be somebody from your past. It's somebody, maybe a friend or a childhood friend. Like this is 100%. This is the stereotypical. Oh, you're gonna get a message. Reading, and either you're gonna reach out or they're gonna reach out. Again, vice versa. My hints about how this scenario could play out. It's generally speaking, is like if you've been admiring somebody specifically. So let me clarify the two energies. You're the ace. You're this Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Nine of Pentacles. If you feel like you're good career-wise, financially, you're a pretty stable position, and other things are not really a high priority for you, so you're just sort of like enjoying your day-to-day, enjoying your life, happy with the progress you made in your life. If you feel like that's you right now, maybe then you're definitely going to get a message from somebody. If you've been admiring somebody, not because of their looks, though this person's gorgeous, but because, they really made a niche for themselves and you're kind of impressed with that and you're like proud of them, well, that's what the Six of Wands is, then this is the Knight of Wands. So if you have your eye on somebody, my suggestion is like you're already on the fence of like going to contact them. And if you're not, then just sit pretty because somebody is going to come and message you. Let me see let's ask clarification. I'm going to leave the Two of Wands here. Clarification on what is the message that's going to be between the two of you. Death, King of Wands. Okay, so this is an energy of like somebody who... King of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely an energy of like maybe somebody, and then under that's the Seven of Wands. This is an energy of somebody who maybe has recently broken up with somebody, or felt like they felt tied down. They felt like they were stuck, whether it been with the King of Pentacles, it could have been a work situation or a relationship situation. But that right now with the Death card is ending. So the context of their reaching out could almost be like as friends, like, hey, let's go grab a drink, not as a date. It could be as a date, but it could definitely be like, hey, I quit my job. Hey, I finally broke up with my ex. I kind of want to just go out and just celebrate with you because you're so great. And then you take it, and that leads to, with that Two of Wands energy, to the beginning of a great whatever. Whether it leads to something serious, leads to something fun. Either way, I don't think it bothers you. You're just going to be like straight up chilling. And if you're the one who recently broke up with somebody, part of you is just sort of like, you know what, I need to do this. I've always had a thing for this person and I just want to hang out. Yeah. There's not like, the thing is like, this is very much a casual energy with that Three of Cups energy. It's very much like friends. I wouldn't even say like friends with benefits, though there's a lot of Wands energy. This is giving me a lot of like, just like, it could be platonic or just like the beginnings of something serious. So yeah. Look forward to that. And if you are the one who's going to reach out, go for it. I mean, the worst that's going to happen is you get drinks and you hang out with a cool person. So, I'm really wanting to know if this resonates. So you let me know. Okay. See you guys next time. Bye. Pile 2. Oh, the glare. Pile 2, it's time for your turn for the Persona 4 tarot deck. Now let's ask ourselves, what's next in love? Pile 1 was pretty sweet. Let's see what pile 2 is. Oh, dearie. Already the shuffling's a little complicated. I should feel like I'm just like clear the energy while I shuffle. Pile 2. Yeah. Pile 2. Pile 2, what's next in love? What's next in love for pile 2? Whoopsie doopsie. Knight of Swords. Empress. The Justice. Okay. Okay. Pile 2. This is similar to pile 1. I did clear the energies with that crystal, but it's different though, because it's a little bit more intense. Pile 1 is similar in the fact that it's about reaching out to somebody or being reached out to. And this is a similar energy with that Knight of Swords and the Justice card, but this is almost like a little bit more intense. With this Justice in the middle. And the Empress. This is the Empress, Justice, the Moon, Sun. Because it doesn't have the name on the card, so it could be a little confusing. And we got 3 of Cups. So I almost feel like you're kind of like looking. So let's start from the beginning. This Knight of Swords is like there's going to be this fast forward movement, and I'm going to feel like it's almost like communication of some form. And it's a communication in which somebody might reach out to you, like a friend of yours wants to go and hang out. The actual reasoning, I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna clarify. But the Justice and the Empress, it's almost just like there's this hesitancy, or almost just like, because the Justice card talks about fair balance with just desserts, but you almost are like reaching like this fast forward movement. You have you're kind of like looking at it of like, where is this coming from? It's not a bad thing, but I feel like there's just this hesitancy. Oh, the star. Either way, I'm going to leave the Sun here. We're going to clarify. Should I shuffle? No, I'm not going to shuffle. Oh, dear. 4 of Cups. I'll bring up the cards so you could see them. 4 of Cups. 10 of Wands. Oh, I see where this is. You're not. Oh, I get it. Oh. Ooh. 4 of Wands. Okay. Okay. This energy is a little bit, it's a similar circumstances. Somebody probably wants to communicate something to you, but the energy is the complete opposite. With the 4 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 3 of Swords. This is an energy of like somebody is probably, maybe, so the scenario I'm thinking of is like, you could be maybe currently in a relationship and you're currently just dealing with your own stuff. You're way too busy to actually prioritize this relationship. What I see, and I don't want to sugarcoat it, is this energy of them reaching out to you to tell you that it's not working and they just want to end it. The 6 of Swords and the Justice is like saying like they want to end it. Yeah. Now, take what I say with a grain of salt. And if you've done other love readings, you understand where I'm coming from. In pile 1, I did get the 3 of Cups, but that was more in the context of friends. But with the 3 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles under it, and then the 3 of Swords, there is this semblance of like, there's probably somebody else. Yeah. Again, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But I'm not, choose another pile. Or pick a card about love if you feel like this is a no. But if you feel like, because I feel like you're represented by the Empress in this reading. So you already know your worth. You already understand that this is already a dying situation. You are already kind of like checked out with the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. All that energy is sort of like, I'm done energy. And you kind of realize it's like, the Moon card can be something coming to light too. So somehow you find out that there's this other situation going on, and you're just sort of like, this is it, I'm done. Now, interestingly enough, the Sun card, 4 of Wands, the Chariot, it's almost like a relief to you to some degree. That's pretty crazy. But that really just tells me like, so this is very specific. So, but if you find yourself in a relationship situation where you're kind of tired of it, and you're kind of like doing your own thing, and you're figuring your own shit out, and you're doing whatever you're living your best life, but you feel like this relationship is not up to par, or maybe you're not even giving your all to this relationship. I feel like it almost is like a relief. I'm not saying like they cheated. I don't think so. If there was the case, I might have seen the devil or a little bit more deception cards. There isn't that much about deception, but there's a lot more about the truth coming out. And the truth coming out could be like, maybe they haven't cheated, but they are thinking of somebody else, that degree of like energy. And you're just sort of like in this mentality of like, okay, heartbreak, 3 of Swords. But it's an energy of like, at least you've told me, and I'm realizing myself that I'm not that invested into this relationship. 4 of Cups. 10 of Wands is like, okay, we're moving on. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm done. This has taken its course. No hard feelings. The sun is definitely a no hard feelings kind of cards, and you're just definitely like picking your stuff up and you're moving on. Like, this is not a fun reading. So if you just pile 2 and you're just sort of like in a situation of like, or a situationship, and you're just like not happy with your current circumstances, and you kind of like know that there's something up in your dynamic with your current partner or current situation, this is a kind of like a wake-up call of you saying like, yeah, this person's not that invested in me. There's other people involved. It's not what I want. I'd rather cut it off. It's pretty harsh. And I'm not saying you're harsh. I'm saying like this whole situation is kind of harsh, but that's love sometimes, you have to take the good with the bad. And sometimes falling out of love is part of the love journey. My positive takebacks is you're the Empress. You are above all of this. And I think that's part of it, that you're just like, I'm above this. Like, I don't need to handle this kind of drama, this kind of high school behavior. This kind of like half committal energy, because I'm seeing this half committal energy because there's this 4 of Cups energy here, 3 of Cups. So I think it's still a good thing overall with the Sun in the back of the deck. It's almost like a relief, in a sad way. But you're kind of like, okay, I don't have to prioritize this relationship that was obviously a sinking ship. Yeah. Anything else? Definitely, I think you're gonna let it go pretty easily too, with that 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is difficult, and both the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Wands have this energy of moving on with baggage, but it's sort of like, this is the next step for me, and it's very important that I take this step. So, to reiterate, this is a message that you're probably going to have a conversation with somebody, probably your partner, and you kind of coming to the realization that you kind of like are done with the relationship. I would say like the roles could be reversed, and maybe they're done with the relationship, but I don't know. If that's the case, I feel like the majority of you are this Empress card. I feel like not a lot of you are actually like, oh, I want to break, because that's a whole different type of energy of you wanting to break up with your person because you want to be with somebody else. I feel like that would be more predominant in this reading if that was the case. It's a possibility, but I feel like the majority of you would be this Empress energy who is kind of like realizing like the luster is gone in the relationship. You kind of have a conversation with them. They kind of let it out that they're kind of like done and they want to see somebody else. They probably even have somebody in mind. You have I don't see no anger. I don't see maybe the Knight of Swords, but the Knight of Swords is coming out of apathy. So you're just like, whatever, fine then. Maybe a little bit passive aggressive, but not straight up angry. I see like this is more of a healthy breakup. It's gonna hurt, but there is, like I said, there's no 7 of Swords, there's no 5 of Swords, there's no devil, there's none of that. So it's a lot of like cards of just like letting go, moving on with baggage. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes. Sorry. If this is your situation, I guess I should ask like advice. So let me ask advice for the person. what's next after this? A couple of cards. Five of Swords. Oh, okay. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. You really are just cutting this off. Wow. Queen of Cups. Maybe I shouldn't have asked that question. I feel like... honestly, how can I read this? Cut it off. And I feel like you're going to cut it off really harshly. And that's going to be devastating to this person. I feel like you're just going to be so done with it that this person's whole life is going to be destroyed. Because they're like... You're kind of like, I don't want to deal with you anymore. You're out of my life. This gives me a sense of like... Because I did say the Five of Swords. So this could be a circumstances that if you were to go down the rabbit hole, you might find a little bit of infidelity. Sorry. From earlier. This is for a very specific group. If so, then yeah, cut it off. You don't want to hear more. I would suggest, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to do deep dive on this whole situation, you could try. Either way, you're going to cut it off and it's going to be devastating to this person because perhaps they realize how much they care about you, but at the end of the day, you're done. So you're out. You're kind of like, okay, I pack my shit and go. I'm done. And that could really hurt this person. But in the end of the day, you know, even if they didn't do anything bad, this is an energy of like, you know, it just happens that way. So either way, this might be tough. Maybe find other readings out there to help guide you through the situation. This is sort of like what's next in love. I feel bad. I have to end on a positive note. I'm going to pull out one more card to end on a positive note about the situation. Page of Cups. Page of Cups is probably there's probably like fun. Eight of Cups, another card about leaving. I'm just going to end on the note that it's like, it's not a barren wasteland out there. Like, you're going to have to start from the beginning again, but that could be fun. So, I think my best thing is like, this is just a natural part when it comes to relationships and dating and stuff like that, that sometimes you could spend time with somebody and just not pan out. And it's not a waste of time. The Empress energy knows it's not a waste of time. Things grow with seasons and it takes a long time for plants to grow. So she understands like, oh, you know, the land wasn't fertile enough for a full off relationship. I could easily find more land. And that's what this Page of Cups is about. So time is never wasted. It's all just experience and knowledge. So take that, hold on to that, and understand that this is a learning experience and you're going to do better. And you're going to find somebody better, and it's going to be fun, and you're going to learn from this. Okay? Okay, well, I'm going to leave you here. Leave messages if this resonated. If not, thank God. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3. What's next in love with the vice versa? No, this is not the vice versa tarot. I have the vice versa tarot. This is the in-between tarot. In-between tarot, which is about in-between cards. So far, I have had 2 complete opposite readings. One which is lighthearted and fun, and another one which was heavy. So let's see what you guys get. Maybe you'll get something in between. Because this is the in-between tarot. Get it? Get it? Get it? Get it? Yes, you get it. We got 3 of Wands to the 4 of Wands. They're like going to a wedding. The Star to the Moon. King of Swords, which is this King of Swords to the Page of Swords. 3 of Cups to the 4 of Cups. And then it's the Knight of Coins to the Queen of Coins. Oh, interesting. And the back of the deck is the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. I feel like this is... Okay, the feeling of this is sort of like... It's an interesting reading. Very specific, too. The energy I get is that you feel like... So this is a relationship reading. This is a love reading. This is... The energy here is like an already established relationship that wants to take it to the next level. But I feel like there's other parties that are stalling the furthering, whether it be a marriage, children, something like that, or just like living together. And how I see it is that the thought that I got is like you're waiting on the blessing of your parents or something like that, because we have these this father energy and this mother energy here with this 3 of cups to the 4 cups. So it's sort of like we're waiting for them to respond, for this star energy to go to the next step. Yeah, because here we have the 3 of Wands is like to the 4 of Wands, so it's sort of like it's this idea of like 3 of Wands is this idea of like waiting for your ship to come. In this case, it's like we're just walking this path to get up there. But it leads to the 4 of Wands, which is about a celebration. So there's something worth celebrating. And this star card, there's a lot of like waiting for responses is what I'm seeing. There's a waiting response from this male energy. There's a waiting for this female energy to move on. This 4 of Cups energy, if you could see, it's like a kid getting water while the parents are asleep. It's sort of like maybe you're even considering eloping. That's a possibility. It's a pretty unique circumstances because it's almost as like you feel like you can't be fully open with the family situation with this 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. I understand it's the Magician. It's sort of like you're kind of waiting for them to respond, but they're not. They're kind of like dragging their feet. And you're kind of like, okay, well, I can't wait all day for the family to come to terms with what I have. There's a possibility, okay, so the possibilities why this could happen is maybe it's an unconventional marriage. Unconventional relationship, something like same sex. If you're very religious, it could be like one person is of one religion, another person's of another religion. It could be it's a relationship that is like 2 different cultures, and the culture shock is just hard to get the parents on board. It's a weird sense because it's a family situation. Because again, this is an energy of almost like if the family are not going to get involved, because again, this energy is like the King of Swords is designating the Page of Swords, and then the Knight of Pentacles is like dealing with this Queen of Pentacles, who's a mother energy. So it's sort of like we're waiting on these energies of these people to sort of come to terms with something with this 4 of Cups energy, 3 of Cups energy, which is like family, togetherness, celebration, but it almost feels like, since it's leading to the 4 of Cups, it's almost like there's this delay of response. 3 to the 4 tends to give like a delay, almost, because 3 to the 4 is like 3 of Wands is like we're waiting to the celebration, so that's the transitionary period to the celebration. This is sort of like we're getting to get bored, 3 to the 4, so. It's interesting. I feel like it's not like the parental energies in this reading are bad. I don't think they're like something horrible like homophobic or racist. But I do sense that it's like it's taking a little bit of time for them to come around. With every other reading I did clarifiers, so let's do clarifiers for this one. Help me clarify what I'm talking about. Again, next in love is sort of like outside parties delaying the next aspect of your relationship. And it's like, sometimes that's the truth. Relationships are not in a bubble. The Emperor, 9 of Wands, okay. 2 of Pentacles, vote for women! Oops. 4 of Wands. Interesting. And then the World to the Fool. Back of the deck, still the Ace of Swords, but we're going to put this one on top. So, what do the clarifiers help identify? I do see still this parental energy and this familial energy, and this Emperor 2 and these 4 of Wands to the 5 of Wands is definitely giving like crazy family vibes. Look at this 4 of Wands. It's like circus people. They're like, join us. It's chaotic. It almost feels as like maybe the circumstances is that your family life is a little bit crazy. Maybe there's a lot of stuff going on. Like maybe the dad is doing a business deal and the mom's trying to sell something, and then there's a move. It's like a lot of things are happening at once. At the same time, your relationship is going to the next level. So I'm saying, like, here we have a pregnant woman. Here we have children with this world and the fool. In this one, there's this energy of like this political imagery too. Maybe it's like there's just a lot of situation going with the political landscape. It's almost just like the world is turning, but your love is growing, and you're just like, how do I knead this into the dough of my life? Pretty interesting. And I feel like that's just the conundrum. This is a very much like grounded reading in the sense of like, this is a very practical approach. It's like, okay. So again, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I always gotta reiterate that. But this is definitely a reading that it's like you're in a committed relationship or you're doing something serious. This could even branch out to like career or something else or friendships. I don't know. But you're kind of like, okay, I need to get that promotion. I need to find the next step in my relationship. But I just feel like to everybody else, it comes off as an inconvenience. That it's like, oh, I'm going to have a marriage and I need to invite them all to my wedding. But they're kind of like too busy to go to my wedding because too much crazy stuff. Or, oh, I want to move in with them. But like the rest of the family is like, no, we need your support because of our issues and stuff like that. So, caveat, I'm Hispanic. So this is a very Hispanic mentality, that is Hispanic painting, in that usually Hispanic families are like one big unit. And normally, yes, leaving the nest is common, but generally we always keep each other close. So this is very a Hispanic or other kind of like Caribbean, ethnic, if you will, circumstances. Because I know like other people tend to get that like once that they get into a relationship, they're gone. They're off the nest and they're living their own life. But this is very much like the family's opinions is very important to the whole overall dynamic. And this, so you could be Hispanic of some sort, or Black, or Caribbean of some sort. And you're very much used to the idea that it's like, it's not like you come together and then cooping the nest. It's more like two families coming together and then you're still being part of a whole. Of a community, almost. There's a lot of sense of community here. So, I sense like that's kind of like the conundrum that's next in your love life. Like, how does my relationship fit into this community dynamic? Especially when it's like there's so much stuff going on all at once, all the hand gestures. It's like I said, it's pretty grounded. Let me ask, like, pull out a card for advice. Just one card, just to say, like, how do we incorporate it? The moon to the sun. Wait it out. Moon to the sun is giving me a wait it out kind of vibe. 6 of Cups. Wait it out. I feel like eventually this stuff is going to die down. Whether it, like I said in the beginning of this part, of this reading of pile 3, this is pile 3, that the parents may have a little bit of time to accept it if this is a same-sex relationship or something like that. They're not going to hate you. I'm not seeing hate here. I'm not seeing anger, but I am saying like, oh, you know, but your aunts probably are not going to accept it, or like grandma. And it's like, okay, what about grandma? I'm in love. And I'm like, okay, give me time to win grandma over. Kind of vibes. That's just the life we live in. Sometimes it's not like they're bad people. It's just as like older generations. I'm not going to get into it, but again, there is this sense of politics with this 3 of Pentacles energy. So that could be a possibility. It could also be other things like, oh, but they're, you know, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, whatever. And you're like, and you know, how would the holidays work? You know, a lot of like little things, and they're only asking this because they're not ready to face it because they're doing their own kind of thing. My idea is not be patient, is just sort of like, just like ignore it. Ignore it, have fun, enjoy your time that the family is busy, and then eventually they'll come around and then you go to the sun and you'll be happy. So just sort of like, maybe even go on vacation with your partner and just spend away with them. And then just like, oh, we're just going to go to the beach for weeks on end. And then once everybody comes around, it's like, hey, so when's the wedding? And it's like, okay, now we can make the plans. So yeah, this is an interesting reading. Very specific, very grounded, very family dynamic oriented, which is very, I usually don't see those a lot in love readings because a lot of people don't take into consideration the familial aspect and almost see them as a detriment to a love. But in the reality, you are legally combining these two families. So take it as you will. And I hope it resonated. And I hope everything gets calmed down and you settle it and you live comfortably with your partner or whatever. So see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Pile 4. Last but not least, because this is the biggest deck, and it's kind of hard to shuffle, the Fairy Tarot card deck. This one has like a whole quote or kind of like advice in each card, so I'll read them out as I pull them out. And then we'll do what's next in love. Sorry, I got like something in my nose. Let's see, what's next in love? What's next in love? What's next in love? What's next in love for Pile 4? So far, we've had different readings. One was really lighthearted. One was very heavy. One was, and then another one was really grounded and had a very much like a real life issue that needed resolving. So let's see what Pile 4 has to deal with. What's next in love? We got ourselves Princess of Summer, which is the Page of Cups. Gentle, sensitive, kind, and experienced. A new relationship or emotional experience. Invitations to social events. Compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Good, good. Four of Autumn. Four of Pentacles. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend, save money, help out those who are less fortunate. Prince of Winter. Intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden and unexpected change. The Prince of Winter is the Knight of Swords. The Star. Look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief to challenging times. And the last card, this one. The Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Okay, and the back of the head is release. That's death. Let go of the past. An ending that makes a way for new opportunities. Time to move on. Okay. So this is an energy of letting go of the past and moving towards the future. Very simple. I mean, maybe, I don't even know if it's like a relationship thing. Maybe this is an energy of like the Prince of Winter is somebody you need to let go of. And maybe it's been done for a while. And this is an energy of like, go out there, girlie. Go out there, dude, and have some fun with this Princess of Summer. Have some fun. Look to the future. Whatever happened in the past was the past. And really look forward to next things. Like go out to party. Have fun. So this is definitely an energy of like what's next in love is sort of like going back out in the field if it resonates with you. This could have been, and I don't even think this person's been recently broken up, but maybe it's been a while and maybe you've been holding out with this Four of Autumn to like, maybe they'll come back, but they're kind of like this is the Prince of Winter, Prince of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords. They've moved on since you've broken up. So this is an energy of like you holding on and they're moving on. And you're kind of like, no, I got to do my own thing. Let's clarify. I'm going to leave this death card here. Pretty straightforward. This is a work it, girly, have fun. Seven of Winter. Okay. That's Seven of Swords. Queen of Winter. That's Queen of Swords. Four of Winter. That's the Four of Swords. Princess of Winter. That's the Page of Swords. Well, you're in your head. You're in your head about this. And the Sun. Move on. Let this go. Ace of Spring, Ace of Wands. Move on. I haven't read the things. Let me read them all. Let me see the Ace of Spring first. It's time to take action, be fearless, and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. I don't know if the career is the rest of it. Maybe pursue career instead of relationships. I don't know. Seven of Winter, there is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. Girl. Queen of Winter, let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now's the time to focus on your career, unmarried and divorced individuals. I'm reading a theme here. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep and vacation. Princess of Winter. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear, speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult, and then the Sun, plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessing of life. Okay, I can't be more clear. Move on. There's an energy of moving on. You've been holding on to the past way too long. This could have been for a while. This is an energy that's probably stagnant. That needs to get flowing. Now, the suggestions here is either go out and party with this Princess of Summer. Sorry, it's a little bit of a mess. With this Princess of Summer, or with this Ace of Spring, Queen of Winter, maybe focus on your career, focus on your job, focus on your education. This is 100% like distract yourself from being hyper-focused on your ex who's already moved on and live your life. Oh my god, like, I feel like that's it. Okay, let me pull out a card to see if there's anybody coming forward or what really you should be doing. Because this is a pretty short one, and I don't want to make you feel gypped, but in all honesty, it's pretty straightforward. It's like, you've been holding on to an ex or a past situation. You need to let it go. Two of Cups. Yeah. Look, honey. Sometimes the best way to move on and find another partner is just forgetting about love and focusing on yourself. I feel falling in love and making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Don't that last one I don't want. No, don't hold on to that. You could. There's the slight chance that they could come back when they see you with your glow up. Six of Spring. So that's a possibility. I feel like I am enabling you by letting that happen though. But either way, that's always a possibility. 1 out of 1,000. The dirtbag could come back. I'm so sorry. But yes, that's what I see. My advice is just sort of like, this is a time to focus on yourself, figure out your own situation, figure out your life, figure out what's best for you. This is a glow up kind of situation. Focusing on your career, on your health, on your relaxation, on your goodness. And then in that process, you're most likely going to find a partner. If you've been loved before, you can find love again. It's not that hard. I feel like this pile definitely gives me the whole like tough love kind of vibe. Like, it's been a while. Like, I feel like an old friend who's like been watching you pine over your ex for the past 6 months, and you've been just incessantly looking on their Instagram, and you're just like, what if they come back and blah, 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 blah. And you're just like, who cares? They weren't nice to you in the first place. I don't know why you want to do that. So this is giving me very young energy. And this is definitely like, I'm going to have to edit these things together. It's so annoying. Sorry. I reached the max. But what I'm going to say, that's why I don't do 4 piles, because I always reach the max. But what I'm going to say is that move on. You're done. You're finished. They're done. Be happy that you could have this free time to focus on yourself and then focus on your career and stuff like that, and you'll be fine. So either way, have a great time. Enjoy your life. You're going to love it. And have a good day, whatever. Bye.